Oh my, okay. Alright. There's multiple pins that are loose. Maybe I'll just touch up each pin and be done with it. Just sneaking up on each one.
Hello, this is Talamere and welcome to another repair video. In this video we're going to be working on a PlayStation 5 Slim. I believe it is considered the, disc edition. It's got an HDMI port issue. Let me show you. I haven't fully explored it myself, so this is going to be first with you guys as well. But here, let's take a look at the back. I can see that there's some scratches that are around it. That's not liquid, that's just, I'm not sure what that is. Let's take a look inside. So there's the port itself. It looks actually pretty clean. Now I'll just get my tweezers and let's see what's happening. Because I mean, it looks clean otherwise. Oh no. It's solid. This is supposed to be an HDMI port replacement, but the port's solid. So unless it's like been pushed in hard or something, I see no particular reason why this port wouldn't be working. The only way for us to test it out is to take the PlayStation 5 apart and see what's happening, because I see no indication of why this port might not be working. Let's do some testing, and it's the only thing I could think about doing at this point. So at this point I have it plugged in to the HDMI, power's in, and another thing just to keep my mind at peace, they also provided the HDMI cable as well. I checked it, I didn't see any particular issues. So just turn it on. There's a good solid blue light. So far so good. Nothing's happening on screen. Oh, it went white. That is a good indicator. That still says no signal. So what's happening? Either there's something dreadfully wrong with the port itself, maybe it got hammered in and the pins have all lifted, or something inside the PS5 to do with display is dead. Because that is a solid white light, which indicates that it has powered on, and if the display was working, there'd be something on display right now. Now, I have taken apart recently and had a video on how to clean one of these PlayStation 5 Slims just recently. So if you are wondering how to go and take it apart, here's a video on the screen top right corner where you can find out how to take it apart. I'm not going to show that in this video. We're just going to go from what we got here to having it all apart, and you guys are going to see it right about now. Now I got the first bit of this off, and I wanted to do a really quick search around the area just to see if there's anything that stands out to me. And there was actually something that stood out, but I already know what it is. I saw a mark right here, and I immediately thought, did this area receive some heat? But if you look at this, the thermal putty that they put, same thing over here as well on all the MOSFETs, it's clear to me that it's simply, you can see it's oil residue that's coming off from it as it heats. And that's the same thing with over here. So it's nothing to worry about there. Really, I am looking around. I haven't seen anything that has really stood out as problematic. And right here, no, right there is the HDMI port. And I don't see anything either from this side that looks questionable. If we're going to see something, we're going to have to take the motherboard out and take a look at the other side of the board, because that's the area that will show the true issues. Yeah, we got the board out now. We can take a look and see what's going on here. Here's the HDMI port itself. So let's see what's going on. So far, I don't see anything that's standing out. A lot of times, this little guy right here would be completely knocked out if the port has been damaged. Oh my, okay. Alright. Fine. There's multiple pins that are loose. The port itself seems to be fine, though. Just have some 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say 5. That one's kind of loose. That one's loose. That's 6. 7. Oh my, that one's really loose. 8. 9. There are 9 pins that are loose on here. They are in the correct spot as far as I can tell. They're just loose. But that is quite the hammering that this port must have taken for that to happen. I did check on the inside of the port just to see if it was wiggly, and it's not.
and I don't see any direct showings of any damage to it. So what I think I'm going to try to do is salvage the port itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out my my micro soldering soldering iron tip, the real thin one with the curve. And I'm just going to add a little bit of solder and a little bit of flux to this and see if I can reattach them. Now I'm going to angle this board using a suction cup, if I can find my suction cup. I like to also dump a little bit of heat into this board as well. So I've got my soldering iron at 480 degrees Celsius. This part doesn't matter so much. I'm just heating up the board so that heat transfer is easier, and I'm not fiddling around with it too much. But I've got the my heat gun at about 460 degrees Celsius. So literally all I'm trying to do right now is just get the board kind of up to temperature. All right, hopefully that has done the trick. Now I can put a little bit of flux on. I'm not putting a whole lot, just a little bit. There should be, like, even this is a bit much. I just want it to, I'm going to put it up here. Yeah. I put it up there, and why I'm putting it up there is so that I can move it around. I can take my tweezers and move it. So I don't need a lot. The reason why you got to be careful about how much flux that you put on the board here is because you start getting flux inside of the HDMI port, and it makes it really difficult. Makes it really difficult for a proper connection, and it can cause all sorts of oddities with the HDMI port and not seeing a proper connection to the TV. So that's why you be careful about how much flux you're using. I think I need actually a little bit more. I'm going to use a Q-tip. I'm going to use a cotton swab just to move it around a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more heat. It'll help move around that flux. Okay, I think I'm ready. Got a little dab of solder on my tip. And now I'm stabilizing my hand. I'm holding it with my right, stabilizing with my left. Stabilizing means I'm basically got a couple of fingers holding my other hand or touching the soldering iron at some point just to make sure that the solder stays, not the solder, the soldering iron stays super still. And you just want to go up to, I can't remember which pins they are that are questionable. I know the first four for sure. Maybe I'll just touch up each pin and be done with it. Just sneaking up on each one. This last bit here is going to be super tough. And the reason why is because those pins right there, being so close to that capacitor, is going to be hard. If you do knock that capacitor off, you do need to replace it. I think I need some more flux. I'm forgetting to put my vent on, but there isn't a whole lot of smoke right now. So maybe not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, melted a little bit of plastic there. It's inconsequential, but it is a little annoying. It smells nasty. Okay, let's check those pins and see whether or not we've fixed it. Now, I have done this before and it still didn't work afterwards, which for me indicates that there was an additional problem with the port, aside just lifted pins. Maybe some of them broke on the inside. So that might happen with this one as well. I'm going to give it a test after this. It seems that the pins are all good and solid down. I would like to take a look, make sure that I don't have any bridges though. It looks fine though. A good cleaning will definitely show me whether or not there is any. Does seem like they're all solid though. Like these four at the beginning though, they were especially concerning. And as you can see, they are all very solid. Now there's a couple ways you can clean it. One of these, just take a Q-tip and wipe up the extra. Not too hard. There's some in the back there that I gotta get though. Easily enough done with a little bit of alcohol. And the rest is going to be a toothbrush and a piece of paper towel. Just a tiny little chunk of paper towel will help clean the rest up. How's that look? Nice and clean, aside that little piece of burnt plastic. Have my multimeter in continuity mode. And there are some pins in here that I can tell which pins are ground. So I've got my one probe on ground right now. We're just connected to the HDMI port, so if I touch here, it'll beep. And likely the ones that are ground, like this pin right here, that'll be ground. This will be ground. That might be ground. That one's ground. And it's just the reason why I know is because you can see that there's no traces coming off of those. Any of the ones that have traces are generally speaking something related to data and definitely not ground directly. So, oh, that one's ground. Yeah, that makes sense though. That's a capacitor. So if I go in here, these two pins are the ones that I'm slightly worried about. So if I measure across this capacitor right here, it should not be grounded. And it's not. We're good. It's open. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay. Time to test.
Now I also gave a really good scrubbing to the to the port with a couple of cotton swabs on both sides, not the port, excuse me. I'm talking about the APU. It was quite oily, the amount of corrosion. So I got that all cleaned up. We got ourselves plugged in. Let's turn on the power and see what is happening. Lights blue. Aha! There we have it. It is up and working. It is running. Really got lucky there for that repair. It takes a little bit longer to do, but as you can see, it's running. It was as simple as that. Very nice. It is getting a little bit warm. It's not incredibly warm. Yeah. Oh, it's nice when the repair feels a little bit on the easier side. And that is another device fixed and saved from the garbage dump. So if you have any questions about this repair or any thoughts about what might be done better or whatever else, I'm still quite intermediate when it comes to these kinds of repairs, please consider leaving a comment. And if you like the video, please do leave a like. And if you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe. We'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.